Welcome to the island of Sanibel. We just had tornadoes come through today for some weird reason. I'm gonna give you guys a quick walk of Sanibel Island. I am wearing my mask, and we are here. It's completely packed with people. Completely packed with people in all directions. There's the sun right there. Now, on this side of Sanibel, you can't see the sunset, but the island turns in that direction. The island turns like that, so you can watch the sunset. And despite COVID being really high, doesn't seem like people here give a crap about it. As you can see, incredibly packed. I'm wearing my mask. Show you guys real quick. Definitely wearing my mask. My last few tests came out negative, but we're dealing with a huge outbreak in our family, in our neighborhood, in the city. So it's just wild to see people out here. Nuts, really. I parked here. Is there a number here? It says mile 0. There's the lighthouse right there. So we're here. It says mile 0. Just trying to remember exactly where we parked at, so we don't get lost. But there's the lighthouse, so that's a good reference point. I'm in my pajamas. I left the house today in my pajamas. Now, in Sanibel, on a very, very clear day, you can see down to Naples. Now, it's hard to tell from here, but it looks like, if you look way off in the distance, Naples would be down that way. And it looks like today it's kind of windy. That's probably the start of Fort Myers Beach right there. So you have a good visual of most of the coast of Southwest Florida. So in Sanibel, you can watch the sunrise on this side. But if you go to the other end of the island, it turns like that, you can watch the sunset. So it's one of the few places in Florida where you can watch the sunset and the sunrise. And Sanibel isn't famous for shelling. People come here to look for shells and whatnot. And I'm holding my pajamas with one hand and my camera with the other, because my pajamas are sagging. Very unprofessional look. But as you can see, lighthouse, beach, and apparently people just don't give a crap. But you gotta keep living, but there's no doubt about that. But very odd. Now the lighthouse is there. Lighthouse is there. You can see the lighthouse right there. Coconut trees. Just a great combination of nature. This place is famous. It's famous for shelling. Now this part of the island doesn't seem like it's that great. There's other parts of the island that are much, much better for shelling. Some parts of the island are much better for shelling than this. There's not too much here. There's some parts of the island where it's incredible how much you can find. I'm gonna fix my pajamas for a second here, so I'm gonna put y'all down. I gotta retie my pajamas for a second. Okay, never mind. It's got a knot in it. So, is that Katie? No, that's not Katie. Okay, that was Katie for a second. All right. Look, Katie found me. She's been following my live streams and showed up here. Well, it's kind of embarrassing to walk around holding up your pajamas on the beach, but this is Florida. It doesn't matter, bro. There's no dress codes in Florida. You can be whoever you want, as long as you're not from Alabama. We'll draw the line right there. How about that? We'll draw the line in Alabama. As long as you're not from Alabama, We'll draw the line right there. If you're from Alabama, you weren't born here, you don't belong here. Everybody else is welcome. People from New York are welcome. People from Michigan and Ohio are welcome. And all other kinds of places. Now, if you're from Alabama, you can't be here. We don't want you here. Go to Panama City Beach and hang out with your own kinfolks down there. Here in this part of Florida, we don't really appreciate you folks coming down here, bringing down the rhinovirus. We already have enough of our own rhinoviruses out here. We don't need yours. I just don't understand why you'd even come to a place like this. With all these people from other places live down here, I don't even understand why you'd want to come to it. See, that's the question right there. Why would he even want to come to a place like this? I'm gonna tell you, ever since I moved to Alabama and I moved back, you would never see a license plate from Alabama in South Florida. Never. Because they would all go to Panama City Beach. But ever since I moved back to Florida, it's like Alabama's like, well, if it's better down here, we're going to get going. I guess I opened up the eyes to a lot of people in Alabama, and they're like, you know what, this ain't for us. We're going to move to Florida and just become nicer people in general. Because you can be a snob here, and that's another cool thing about this place. Is you can really be a snob here if you want to. You want to? You can. That's a crab trap right there. Probably got washed ashore from somewhere else. Oh crap, I ain't gonna get these pajamas wet down there. I don't wanna get my pajamas wet down there. Tell you what. Thank you, man. I had to get that down right there. But you can see the mangroves come right up to the beach here. Pardon me, come through. But that pajamas down there, can't. You know, this is the only place in the world where you can go to the beach in your pajamas. Where else can you do that? And there's a lighthouse right there. So it's freaking awesome that you're looking at. This is one of the coolest places, man. You got the lighthouse. That thing red tie down there. You got the lighthouse. You got the beach. And then you got the view of Naples in the distance. It reminds me a lot of a video I saw. This guy's from Germany, and he's got a YouTube channel out of Germany. And on his channel, he went to Cartagena in Colombia. And it's just like this. There's an island. Of course, that island, it's only, you're only allowed to visit that island by boat because it's an island. This is an island too, but there's a roadway to get back over there. But this is very similar to Cartagena. Except for there's nobody blasting music here. According to him, he's a German. He gets really angry at people blasting music on the beach. But that's the Caribbean, man. Caribbean people, whether they are in well, I want to walk over there, but not with my pajamas getting wet. Whether you're talking about Colombia or Jamaica or Cuba or Dominican Republic or Haiti, we blast music in the Caribbean everywhere, non-stop, back to back. That is what we do in the Caribbean islands. So if you're not familiar with that, then don't. He's a German. He gets very irritated. And I guess as a YouTuber, it is irritating that you're trying to make a video and there's people blasting music because you get a copyright strike. So definitely I benefit from it. I love the guy's channel. His content is incredible. What's not incredible is his like overly, and a lot of the comments just say like how overly snobby and, well, go figure, he's like a German tourist and he won't let people scam him. He won't pay $1 more than what it's worth to the locals when he travels. He won't pay tourist prices. It just seems like the typical jerk you'll find in Germany, touristy places. So, other than the guy's kind of snobby, over-the-top German attitude, nothing wrong with being German, by the way. But German people they're a very sophisticated country, you know. So as he travels through less sophisticated places, he's very vocal about what he feels as a German. So I found this little trail here. It's gotten me close to the lighthouse and off the beach. I have to put my mask back on here in a second. Let me see if I can fix my pajamas here. That's a little bit more private. I can fix my pajamas. I can look at the lighthouse for 1 second. My pajamas got a knot in them. And it feels awfully awkward trying to fix this crap. There we go, that's the first knot. Yeah, I made a knot in them. I can just get this freaking knot off these pajamas. And I'll be able to use both my hands here, but I'm kind of freaking knot in these pajamas, bro. Dang it, man. I got these pajamas in Michigan. $30. I think I got it. There we go. $30. They're Michigan pajamas. What the crap? Not going the way I thought it would. There's the beach looking this way. So I'll give you guys another view. I almost got the knot out of it. But I gotta hold my pajamas up because they're way too big. I got these pajamas in Michigan. I gotta put my mask back up, guys. Now you understand what I'm hearing? Now I got this mask over my face. Beach erosion here. But I gotta put my mask back on. Now we're closer to people. Okay. So there's a lighthouse here. People from Iowa and stuff. You get the idea. There's a lighthouse right there. Love coconut trees. One of the things that I love about Florida is this right here, bro. Especially on a sunny day. As you can see clear. Oh, the moon's out over this way. That's cool. You got the moon. Moon out. There's a lot of good videos I can make in Southwest Florida. I don't know why I travel so far. I just want to see different places. Because living down here, you get a very narrow-minded approach to life. You're only seeing what you've been seeing your whole life. What's nice about traveling, it'd be nice if I can stop. Oh, there they almost went right there. I tell you what. And then people down there got moon down there, man. Yeah, but it's nice the reason I like to travel, even though Southwest Florida where I live is beautiful. And I grew up down here. 21 years of my life right here in these beach towns. The problem is, well, I want to see different places, different cultures, and expand my understanding of the world because as we meet more customers, my sister's already a realtor, my wife's working on being a realtor, and we're trying to encourage our family to find more better occupations and stuff like that. And as we do that, I like that you can drive near the beach here. I'm just gonna... There's a bridge right there that goes back. So that's the Sanibel Causeway down that way. Gorgeous view of the Sanibel Causeway. Cars passing. Beautiful. Fort Myers on the other side. It just got hit by a tornado right over there today. Gorgeous view of Southwest Florida. Punta Rasa, Sanibel Causeway there. Now, this site actually has some interesting history and the moon. So it's just a beautiful, beautiful day. Wow, look at that. Now that's what I'm talking about. This iPhone is a beast, bro. Awesome. Sunset on one side, dolphins and the moon. Awesome. You can't beat that, huh? Can you beat that? Can you beat the... Oh, they're coming this way. They're coming this way. Here they come. 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 They're right up against us, guys. You can tell because the waves were pushing up underneath them. You can tell they're real close to us. They're right in front of us. But there they are. A bunch of dolphins. Oh, you can drive your car up here. That's pretty cool. So if you got anybody, look at how many dolphins. I've never seen this many dolphins in Southwest Florida. So we got the dolphins. There's a bunch of them. Now in Jacksonville, Florida, we've seen thousands of dolphins. I guess the tornado might have scared the dolphins into hanging out together. Hundreds of dolphins here. With the moon in the background, it's just, what a scene, you know. Probably hundreds of dolphins got together. They probably got scared because of the... Or they could be whales. They could be whales. We saw, let's see if we can get a closer look at them. We've seen whales in Jacksonville. Thousands and hundreds and thousands of whales gather in Jacksonville. And we were able to see a kind of different type of whale that we hadn't seen before. I I've never seen dolphins click up in big groups, so I'm thinking these might be a type of whale. Could be wrong though. You know if these are dolphins or whales? Dolphins. Because in Jacksonville, we yeah, so the dolphins clicked up together. That's the most dolphins I've ever seen in Southwest Florida once. I don't know how many are out here yet. Maybe 5, 6, maybe 10, 20. We'll find out. But in Jacksonville, Florida, you can see hundreds of dolphins and whales that look like dolphins that click up. And it's just a really cool sight to see. So the beauty of Southwest Florida in full splendor right here. You know, Sunset Beach behind us. I like that you can drive right on the beach. That is cool right there, man. I didn't know you could drive on the beach here. There's very few places in Southwest Florida where you can do that. And somebody who's disabled, for example, may not be able to appreciate this. I'm gonna try to fix my pajamas one last time. It kind of looks creepy to be on the beach messing with your pajamas, but wow, this spot really caught my attention. It's just gorgeous Florida, man. Gorgeous Florida. Awesome. Dang old dolphins down there too, man. There they go. A pretty good gathering of dolphins. There's the causeway in the distance. I could be here a while, but we won't. We got other things to do today. I bought a charger at a gas station, and it seemed like it worked fairly fast. We have a traveler here from Maine. This car climbed Mount Washington. Maine, Mount Washington. So this is a fellow traveler. These are travelers. These are travelers here, and they got their Subaru from Maine. That's a state I want to visit soon. We still haven't gone past New York on the East Coast, but we will soon. Soon enough, we will. But I love that you can just drive right up against the beach here. That's cool. And even though I'm from here, I wasn't aware you could do that here. So that's definitely a cool thing you can do. And that's why I like Panama City Beach a lot. Is you can drive along the coast, you know. And that moon, let me tell you, man, that is just gorgeous. Something you can see from anywhere on earth. Rich or poor, we all stare at the same exact moon. Maybe not from the same ride. But, oh, there they go, right in front of the buildings. That's cool. Very cool. If I can get a shot of these dolphins in front of that bridge would be awesome. I'm trying to catch a photo of the dolphins right in front of the bridge. But I don't know if they want to do it or not. Just a majestic view. Really majestic. Let's get going. Because I cheated myself out of I cheated into a parking spot, which should never do dishonest behavior, but once in a while. You know what? You can actually hop in your car to drive through here. We're gonna do that. This guy's from New Jersey. Oh, this guy's in a Jeep. We got people from New Jersey, Maine. It's cold up there right now, so I wouldn't blame them. And the water's not, I mean, we just had a tornado come through here today, so the water's not, you know. There's a pelican right there. The water's not too clear today. We just had a tornado come through, so it was windy, stormy. I wonder if you're allowed to fish from here. No parking anytime. You can't park here. But what would prevent you from fishing here? I mean, what a view. Look at this pelican moon, and then Naples and Fort Myers in the background. Gorgeous. Dolphins popping in and out. It's not High Country Road in Millbrook, Alabama, but it's close enough. When you go to Mexico, the pelicans, they'll charge you to take a photo. You go better not in Mexico, the pelican come right out of the water, be like, hey buddy, take a picture of me, it's $10. Even the pelicans will scam you down there. And I tell you what, you get down there to Alabama, that's what I'm talking about. All right, buddy.
Where's home?
Home is home, Ergie, man. It's home the way you make it. It's home the way you make it, man. Some dolphins down there. tell you what, you go down there to Cuba, you can eat them dolphins down there, man. You get a little nice little dolphin steak down there. Arabian Island down there, you can eat them. The folks out here, they're just not friendly like they are in Alabama. Talked to somebody in Alabama about cooking a dolphin. They're like, man, I tell you what, you gotta bring one next time you go to Florida. The rednecks will eat anything. I got redneck friends in Everglades City, and they're like, you want to eat some sea turtle? I was like, I'll do that in Cuba where it's not a felony. Actually, it is a felony, but nobody gives a crap in Cuba. In Cuba, you got to eat whatever you can catch. Most countries, eating a sea turtle is some type of felony of some sort. But of course, in most countries, it's a felony. They're protected. But in Cuba, they don't give a crap. In Cuba, and actually a lot of the other Caribbean islands, they're more relaxed. So I've eaten sea turtle at one point in my life. What I've never eaten, though, is manatee. And that one, we're going to have to wait for that one. It is a felony here. And I'm not uncivilized, so if it's illegal, I won't do it. Now, there's a strange... Oh, I'm messing up for a second, there's nobody around me. A strange thing about sea turtle is that when I went to Cuba, I was able to eat sea turtle. I was able to eat sea turtle, and it's the wildest story because I don't live in Cuba. Okay? In 2011, I was visiting Cuba. All right? So 2011, I'm visiting Cuba. I don't live there. I'm just visiting. And it's just, I'm in a different country. All right? Just so we can kind of understand each other. I'm in a country I don't live in. These pajamas, and not only that, I got my car keys in my pocket, so the pajamas are sagging. And if I take the car keys out, I'll still have to hold the pajamas. Very odd. I look very informal doing that, but I'm sure there's people from Alabama like, what's wrong with this fella? He's not wearing his pants the right way. But it's Florida, you can do that. Well, again, I don't live in Cuba. It's the year 2011. I left Cuba in 1996. So in 1986, I leave Cuba. All right, so 1986, that's a long, long time ago if you're not familiar with times and numbers. So in the year 1996, I leave Cuba. Now, I'll explain to you what's going on with this tank thing right here. My family in Cuba still uses this. So back in the day when they built these buildings here, when they built this lighthouse originally, now Sanibel's been inhabited for a while. Sanibel is not a new place. But back in, I'll get back to my story in a second. Maybe if I wear my pajamas up to my belly, they'll hold up. That might work. I look like Grandpa. Doing these my pajamas this high, but now I can move my hand around. Cool. So back in Cuba, my family still uses this. The roof catches the rainwater. The rainwater falls in here. And that is your fresh water supply for the whole year. Now, my family that lives in Cuba, that is still how they get their water supply to this day. Okay? So to this day, that is how my family in Cuba gets their water supply. Now, I want to plan a trip to my family's farm in Cuba. But because of the world situation right now, most what do you call it? Most airports are closed. All right, so the airports are closed. Therefore, because the airports are closed, I have to go to Havana. And then from Havana, I'll be able to travel to Camagüey, which is the 60 or 80% of the island. You know what I mean? Coming through, man. Just get right down there. I get that thing right there. I appreciate you, man. I tell you what, that water down there, you get down there, get cold crap, man. You get down there, freeze down. I tell you what. So let me tell you, 2011, when I get a chance, when they open up travel restrictions, or I might just have to drive through the whole island to do it. But I want to show you guys my family's farm in Cuba when I get a chance to fly down there. Last time we were down there was the year 2011. And I got photos and videos, but back then, photo technology was crappy back then. So the photos that I took down there, they're garbage compared to what I could get now. So it's not something I can put on YouTube. It's just the video quality is just too garbage. But what I'm saying is, we need to get back. It's getting kind of cold. I'm just wearing a t-shirt. What I was saying was 2011. Again, I left Cuba in 1986. Now it's 2011. That's quite a bit of time, right? And I'm in Cuba on a beach resort. Not a beach resort. Actually, this is a beach. There's a lot of beach resorts there, but that wasn't a beach resort. It was kind of like a beach for Cubans, really. In Camagüey, Cuba. The place is called La Boca, which is Santa Lucia. Some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. In the world. Okay? Cuba is right next to the Bahamas. And the Bahamas is like a pinto bean compared to the rest of Cuba. Cuba is giant, and it's 45 miles away. We got beaches in Cuba. So I'm on the beach in Cuba, and I run into, guess what? A childhood friend. And his family's married into mine. They were also on the beach, so we went as tourists, and they just happened to be there by chance. They happened to be on the beach in Cuba. By mere luck, they happened to be on the beach in Cuba. So, they were cooking up some sea turtle. Yeah. It's white meat. It's got the texture of a filet mignon, but it tastes like grouper. Actually, it tastes like snapper, but it's got the texture of a filet mignon. So, there you go. We got to eat sea turtle for the first time. There was no stores open. There was nothing to eat. I got a pizza from a government store, and it was the most disgusting. Well, first I got a hamburger, and the hamburger was so disgusting. This hamburger was so disgusting that I actually opted out, and I had to make me a pizza, which wasn't much better than the burger, but at least the pizza was edible. So we're eating our pizza, and is this the Alabama person right here? That looks like an Auburn jersey. Sure enough, let's get a closer look. That looks like an Auburn jersey. Crap, it says Montgomery on the back. If you're not from here, you don't belong here. So, I'm in a town I don't live in, a country I hadn't been in since from 2011 to 1996. Somebody count with me. I don't know how to count. Left Cuba in 1986. It's 2021. No, 2011. So 2011. I don't know how to count. City I don't live in. Town I don't live in. Run into a childhood friend who is my cousin's cousin. Cousin's cousin or cousin's brother? I'm not sure on that one. Either way, it's somebody I know. They happen to be on the same beach resort we were, so I guess they might have been trying to avoid us because they live right next to us in Cuba, so they might have heard we were in Cuba and like, let's just get out of town and avoid these people. Maybe they're trying to avoid us, I'm not sure. That's an interesting notion that. But anyways, we ended up on the same beach in Cuba for some strange freaking reason, right? And they had sea turtle, and they gave me a slice of sea turtle. Because otherwise, I was eating a nasty government cheeseburger. Cuban government hamburger. Which is absolutely the most disgusting thing I've ever had in my whole life. You know? Most disgusting thing I've had in my whole life was this Cuban hamburger. Cuban government hamburger. So, with that in mind, we ended up just getting to eat the sea turtle, which was amazing. Best meat I've ever had. Filet mignon texture. Great stuff. And now they live in Florida, oddly enough. We saw them a while back.